Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're live. Uh, Hello, everybody. Can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Let's see. Who do we got? Thank you so much for the super chats already, Evan. You're so awesome.
Oh my
I really
God, so
appreciate it.
nice.
A lot of people in here. Alpha, be careful what you say. I'm gonna get in trouble. So who do we have? Kim, Madison, Ashley. Hello, hello. Carolyn, Kelsey. What's up? We got Tam and Candy, Leslie. Wow, everybody's in. How you doing? We got Mr. Nicky today as a guest. We are still doing the live tonight at 7 p.m. Me and Carolina, but we're giving her a break until 7 o'clock so she could take a nap. You know, she works nights. So we're gonna just talk about TikTok. Ooh,
Dum
what
dum
happened?
dum.
Yeah, what happened last night? Wow. And we want to see like what your thoughts are on this and how you feel about it today, waking up in the morning and not clicking that app. I want to know your thoughts in the chat for sure. Let's see. It needs to be regulated. Okay, ASMR videos taken over by. Oh, really? You think Alpha? I haven't noticed that. You might
Hmm?
be on the wrong side of YouTube though, Alpha.
Hmm.
Awesome, Anna. Good. Stay over here, okay? Because we know YouTube's not going anywhere, guys. Obviously, right? We've been, years and years this has been here, so it's not going nowhere. Go ahead, honey. You can say hi to people. They're saying hi to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Carolyn. And I see Cam. How you doing? And Madison. How's it going, everybody?
Oh, they want to
TikTok.
know
Hmm.
what kind of car is your photo? They're asking.
It is a 1969 Mustang fastback, black on black with lots of chrome.
He loves it. He loves Mustangs. They're his favorite. Trump. Okay, here we go. So Alpha's saying Trump can't just bring it back. He's that. You're absolutely right. Um, you want to? I don't know. Do you know more about it, honey? It's like he gets the executive order or something. He could put in for an extension, but he can't actually save it himself. Correct?
Correct. Correct. The angle they're taking right now, to me, appears if they're going to delay it, they'll delay it intentionally for the fact that they can sell it with some kind of huge corporate deal behind closed doors, mostly at a government level. That's my guess. That way, everybody ends up being happy. They bring the app back, but it's probably not controlled by anybody in the CCCP or anywhere else, or any Chinese owners or anywhere
Mm-hmm.
that we wouldn't want our information stored. Um, and I think that it's going to become financially beneficial to a lot of government level people in the end. That's my guess.
I'm putting a notice out on Discord. I forgot. I keep forgetting to put it out. Go ahead, keep talking.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I love the 69 Mustangs as well. I love them all, really, but the older the better. Yeah. Um, so, yeah, sarcastic being life being over without it. The first thing I did this morning for TikTok wasn't can I get on it? It was deleted off my phone.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, now why would you do that though? Because they're saying if Trump does save this thing, it could come back. I mean, not necessarily Monday, but it could come back.
Hmm. Hmm.
So you would just say, I'll download it if it comes back.
Well, from my perspective, um, if our channel is going to continue to have a presence there, I would stay with it. However, there's nothing being provided to me on TikTok that I can't get from other sources that I actually use more often and trust more.
Hmm.
And with that, every time you want to do anything that involves recognizing a creator for the work they put in or anything else like that, it all becomes a huge money making scheme over there and for them. And then that just generates more information and more reasons for you to give them your personal information.
Right.
And I mean, yes, we do that every day anyway. We give away our personal information, willingly, but we're not necessarily directly giving it to another country that we don't necessarily get along with.
And you have to remember too that who's getting the money? The Chinese government or whatever is getting this money, and the US wants in on it because they see how much it actually made. So that's a whole nother factor. Hello, Carolina. You're supposed to be sleeping.
I never, hey,
Don't
Carol.
don't delete it off your phone, just leave it be. That's what I did. I mean, I just left it. I only have it on 2 devices and it's there. So if it comes back, I don't know, guys. Again, with me, I'm different. They shadow banned me for so long that I feel like I'm done over there and I want to move on to YouTube and stay on YouTube and I want something different because it has been 2.5 years I've been over there and to be honest, I'm a little bored with it. I really am. I'm a little bored, and I want something more stimulating and more, creative and stuff like that than 10-second videos. So,
So, just as a one fact direct comparison, if you're looking at YouTube, yes, YouTube is there to make money for YouTube and for the advertisers or whatever, but they're also there to support creators and help them grow and to become larger for the benefit of that channel as well as everyone else. Um, a lot of other apps, and specifically in this case, in my opinion, TikTok, they are solely about generating whatever they need or want from the creators, from the followers, the subscribers, everybody. Everything they're doing appears to be perpetuating more money making for them. And if anything, they're kind of holding the creators hostage because they're requiring, if you want to advance and go further and get the support of the algorithm and whatnot, you have to do whatever they want you to do.
mm,
And when you've got somebody who's just trying to be a creator who wants to teach or show beautiful things or educate people, do historical stuff, anything like that, they
you
don't
don't
want to
stand a
do that.
chance. Yeah, you don't stand a chance in actually making as much money as battlers do and people that are selling their stuff. You do not have a chance. You really don't. In the beginning, you will because you're new, and yeah, they'll throw some money at you. But then they're like, we used you up. You're done. We need the ones that are money makers every single day. Just it's almost like the mafia. Same thing. To be honest, if you are not you don't have an envelope. If you don't have a thick envelope to give to your boss, then they don't want you anymore and they demote you. And then they start, saying, "Okay, you're done and we're going to kick you out sooner or later." That's what it feels like over there lately. That's what I have felt in the past 6 months actually. So
Yeah,
he's right.
you
Go
do
ahead.
exactly what we want you to, and we'll funnel people and stuff in your direction and give you more chances to bring in more people or whatever, but don't do what we want you to. And we're going to withhold all that. Not only are we going to withhold that, but we're going to pull people back from looking at your stuff.
Yes. Punish. They're punishing
Exactly.
people. Yep, for not doing what they want. And again, I did tell you guys what that woman said that worked for TikTok, what she told me. So if you didn't hear it, this is what she literally said to me is that I needed to start battling or selling on TikTok shop or majorly doing campaigns and telling you guys to give this much amount of money or they're not going to show my stuff anymore. They're not going to push me out. My views are going to go down and that's exactly what happened because I didn't conform. I said, no, this is not me. I don't want to do this. I'm not all about the money. And she was like, well, you're not going to get anywhere here then. This is a person that worked for TikTok. Okay. She was not an influencer. She was a creative manager, something or other. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to make it then, obviously. So, if nobody heard my little story. I mean, I've told you as soon as she told me that I was telling my community what she said to me. And it came true.
I mean,
It's like an
one great
abusive
thing that,
relationship.
exactly.
Mhm.
But one good thing that TikTok did do is it did quickly bring a lot of people together that were like minded and who decided to tune in to the New York Nikki channel. And that brought us over here. And there's still a
Yeah.
lot of those folks with us. And that's pretty awesome.
I had hated the battling. You know, most people hate the battling. Stephanie, the thing is that was very disappointing is when people in my field even, you know, or what we're trying to do they had no choice but to battle because they couldn't make the money doing it the other ways. And I'm like looking at them, and one in particular, I keep saying this, I really like this woman, and she was great, and all of a sudden she's like, I would never battle, you know, that's just against this and that. I'm all about God and giving messages. Boom, within a couple of months she was battling. And I felt like I don't know, I felt so bad for her because I was like, wow, your morals just went right out the window, and you're, you know, you're saying this to your community and you go right against it. I just didn't like that. That was so disappointing. How again? You can get your news anywhere, Stephanie. YouTube is great for getting news. So don't worry about that. Thank you, Caroline, for the super chat, by the way. I put it on the screen, but he was talking. I didn't want to interrupt him. I didn't like the campaigns either. We did a few, you know that, 2 years ago. We did do a few, and some were like fun, but then they were asking for more money during the campaigns. They're like, okay, instead of getting 50 roses, you had to get so many universes and $300 gifts. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I would never ask my community to give me $300 gifts every campaign. That was crazy. So it kept increasing and increasing. And that's what I said should stop.
And not only that, but when you decided not to participate in all of that, when they were trying to cram it down your throat, all of a sudden, all your video views dropped
Yeah.
significantly.
Yep. From like 50,000 views, 40,000, that's a lot of views, okay, for me being in the cemetery field, down to under 1,000. And I was like, what? But the lady said it was going to happen. She said it was going to happen, and she was right, 100%. Let me see who's talking in the chat here. It's hard to keep up when I'm talking to you. My friend kept trying to get me to sell and still says I have to start if it comes back. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to. If you want to stay on TikTok and you want to do like make money, Madison. That's all about making money. If you want to make money, you have to conform to their rules. And you might have to sell your soul to the devil. Are you okay with that? That's the whole thing. Are you okay with it? If you are, go for it.
Exactly. They let you come in and doing whatever you want to do. And if they don't boot you right away and they see that you're doing well and making them money, then they start promoting you and let more people in to see your videos and, let more people randomly know when you're live.
Oh God. Sorry.
Venus Nation.
I have to put it on the screen. Any super chats I put on the screen, and she always has to put the Venus. Thank you.
It would be hilarious if that dude ever came back and saw that.
Oh my God, for sure. He hasn't been back since he dropped that. That's one reason I stopped supporting a creator. He's all about the money now. Oh yeah, Tam. Just listen to them. I've always said that. Listen to the creators and see how many times they ask for money during their lives. Okay? And you will know. You will know. Or if they're doing fake charities or, you know, things like that. If they're only doing it in December, why do they give charities in December? Can you tell them?
Sure, it's a tax write-off.
Literally, guys, it's a tax write-off. They make so much money on TikTok all year round. They need something to offset the taxes. So when they sit there and say, I'm giving to this charity, I'm giving this charity, guess what? You could give them $10,000 and they could give the charity maybe $1,000 to help their taxes, pocket the 9,000, and they do not have to prove it to you how much they gave to that charity. Did you know that? So listen, come on, guys. We got to smarten up here. Seriously. And you can't sit there and say, "Oh, look at this paper," because you know that they can fix it on Adobe and shit like that. So don't even look at that either. You want to see them personally handing a check to the charity. I watched a lot of creators, but that had massive views, but then didn't want to do this other stuff, and their views plummeted. Yeah, yep. That's what we're saying. Yep. All reviews in the TikTok shop are fake. True. They will buy reviews. So they're not even real people. So that's absolutely 100% true.
They would look for people who have a following and that they think has something to do with what they're trying to sell. and they'll say, hey, you've got numbers. We want you to promote this item, and this is how we want you to do it. They accept the cash and do what they're told.
Right. So again, asking for money in a live, then she would leave. Now listen, it depends on what they're asking for. If people are sitting there like me, I ask for cemeteries, you know this, and I show you. I show you the progress we make. I bring you guys with me. I take pictures of what we buy in my own house so you know that I'm actually buying that product and that's where your money goes, right? But when these people are just saying, give me money for what? To pay their bills. That's what you're doing. You know this, right? You're buying them alcohol, you're buying them possibly drugs, you're buying them their heat and electric, they're taking their wives out or or boyfriends out for big dinners. This is what you're paying for. You realize this. I think people should realize that, right? By now. And if you're okay with that, great. A person just sitting there doing nothing and you're giving them money, go for it. Go for it if that's where you feel your money is best used.
I don't
Okay?
suspect that's going to fly as well outside of TikTok.
You think what? What's
I
not
don't
gonna fly?
think that's going to fly as well outside of TikTok. People
No,
like
it won't. It won't. Heard the
um,
creator fund was messing creators up over suppressing their views. Yeah, they did. I'm not part of the creator fund, so yeah. My views went down dramatically when I did that. I like watching you on here, YouTube, and not TikTok. Oh, okay, cool. Get used to it, 'cause that's where we're staying for now. Hopefully, we don't get bananaed at all over here, but my mouth, I can't help it.
yeah.
But when they are just sitting there talking and ask for money or huge gifts, I would leave. Well, yeah, exactly. What are they doing? What are they doing for it?
If you weren't in front of a screen, would you pay somebody if they were out on the side of the street doing that?
Mm-mm. I mean, when I was at the cemetery recently with YouTube, they were constantly asking me to do shit in the cemetery. Walk to that stone. Walk to this one. Okay, if you want me to do something for you, I will give a super chat for the cemetery. At least do something like that. A dollar, right? They were actually doing it. I'm like, okay, I got my ass up right away and I walked right over and showed them exactly what they wanted to see. That's different. You're giving something for it, right? But the
But
other people are giving nothing for it.
even
Nothing.
then, you were just calling their bluff, kind of, because they're trying to push you to do what they wanted you to do for no particular reason. It wasn't that you're asking.
Oh, the trolls. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say, "Oh, I only asked for money from the trolls," which is true. And
yeah,
then I was like, "You know what? If they're willing to and I'm actually working for it, okay." And it goes right towards the cemeteries. I was okay with that afterwards. I'm like, "Okay."
yeah.
But I'm not okay, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I have to work for my money. I mean, I do. And no matter what, I have to work for it. I would feel like, I don't know, bad if I didn't. Battles enable gambling addictions. That's true. That's true. Mhm. On TikTok, I didn't watch lives other than mine. Aw, I thought they were annoying along with the TikTok shop stuff. Yep. So that's what I'm saying, guys. If it's banned, right? It's banned right now. If it comes back and it doesn't change at all, and it's exactly the same and getting worse by the day, okay? Because you see the gifts, how much they cost now. You're seeing it get worse. Are you guys gonna stay and support TikTok, or would you move on? That's a question for the chat. Would you move on, or would you keep supporting them with no change at all?
Not to mention, I don't know if anybody thinks on a global level anymore, but if you're doing stuff like that with an app, particularly like TikTok, that's owned by another country, and they get, say, 2/3 of the proceeds of any gifts given, that money doesn't stay in this economy. That money goes to that country who doesn't get along with us.
Yeah, you're supporting that country. I mean, I would hope people knows that, right? They know you're supporting China, right? Or Singapore or wherever you think it's going. It's not staying in the US.
Mm.
I like the speed of TikTok. YouTube is like going from a Porsche to a Buick. But what do you mean by that? Because if you look at shorts, right, Countess, if that's what you're into, the shorts are just exactly the same as TikTok. You got to be in the right, section of it and then just start scrolling and it's the same thing.
See, that just never worked for me. If I'm gonna watch something for entertainment value, I'm old fashioned, I guess. I want to watch a TV show or a movie or something like that. If I'm gonna pick up a device and sit there for just a few minutes, I want to learn something, or I want to figure out what went wrong with a process I did, or something. I want to be able to gain something from it, and I can't get that out of 15 seconds of how did they do that or whatever they're showing on an app like TikTok.
I mean, TikTok has extended their where you could do a 10-minute video, but most people won't do it because they don't make money on them. They're making money on the shorts, anything under like because the attention span of everybody. So that's why the creator fund is not doing very well is because nobody wants to sit there for a 10-minute video. But they'll go over to YouTube and watch a 10-minute video. Why? Because maybe it's put together a little bit better because it's a little higher class. You know what I'm saying? I look at a YouTube video and how people actually put effort into it compared to a TikTok one, they're so different. They really are, guys. Look at a 10-minute video on both platforms. Well, once they come back, if they do, and you will see a huge difference. Seriously. I will stay on TikTok, but I am going to. Oh, you're going to try that one? Well, it's not even out yet, Countess. So we don't even know if that one's going to come out. Um, we can talk about other platforms, guys, if you want, which ones you might be heading towards. I've
You
been
know,
on.
even YouTube, there's a change going on behind the scenes right now where they're kind of shifting toward more professional level channels, and they're doing more of the YouTube television. And
Mhm.
there's like I said, I like a lot of how to and how did they build that and all that stuff type of videos or movies, shows, whatever. Um, a lot of those that used to have network level support on cable television are moving to their own channels on YouTube. So they already have a backing, a following, experience. They're basically all ready for production, and they're going to be flooding YouTube also. So there's a lot of changes coming in all platforms, I'm sure.
Well, talk about flooding last night. That's what happened. Well, they as soon as TikTok went off, everybody was running to the other ones and they crashed them. They crashed I don't know what I can say on here, but the clap, right? They crashed that one. They crashed the new one, the favorite one. Okay. Um, and then what there was another one. Discord was glitching a little bit, but I don't know why. There was another one that they crashed. I can't remember, but they were definitely crashing a whole bunch of sites, guys. I was sitting there saying, "Go to bed. Are you serious? Just go to bed."
I'm sorry, but I, you know, first off, if TikTok was such a big part of my life and I knew that was potentially going to be banned, I'd already know what was going to replace it,
Right. Hmm.
right? Secondly, if it went down and I didn't expect it to, I wouldn't use that time to figure out what's next. So these people are literally like doing crack, and now they're out of crack and they're looking for more crack.
All right, be careful. Just saying.
I don't understand.
It I saw how it affected people last night, and that was very sad to see that. I couldn't believe it. I said just for the hell of it, I'm gonna see if they are crashed or not, and boom, they were all crashed, and I said, "Wow." I went right to you, right? I said, Look what they're doing. These poor people are so addicted to social media that they're crashing other sites."
Yeah, yeah, like they need that fix.
I mean, I told them yesterday during a live, I'm like, guys, get outside. What did you not do, that you want to do before you die? And a lot of people were like, travel and this and that. And I'm like, then you need to go do it. You can't spend your whole life on social media. Yes, a small part, go ahead, an hour or two a day. That's okay. Even that's a lot, 2 hours. But hey, if you want to, great. But the rest of the time, get out of the house. Go do something.
Even then, mix it up. Have some educational stuff mixed in with stuff that makes you feel good, mixed in with whatever craziness you crave.
Yeah. Deborah said she was on the clap when it crashed. See? Yeah, it's not Red Line, it's the other one. I don't even know that one. That's another Chinese-based company. That's Alpha. You make good points. And you don't know how. I mean, like here last night, and I love Brittany. She's my moderator. Okay, she's great, but she was upset and she was crying, and I'm like, I can't imagine myself crying over an app. I just can't. I mean, because there's so many alternatives out there. Plus, the Dead family stand together. So it's not something to be sad about. You know what I mean? It's something that you should say, "Oh, let's try something new. Let's move on. But we're still together. You know." And if you're not together, guess what? You're not really a community. If they don't follow you into another spot, then you've never were a community. That's the truth. Lemonade is owned by TikTok. Yep. So that's down too. Yep. And so is CapCut, guys. If you use it for video editing, which I did, it's done. And that's where I was upset. I was like, that hurts right there because I got to replace it. But other than that, nah, I didn't really care last night. We went out all together on the live, right?
Yeah, that
Um,
was neat that you guys did that.
well, yeah, we're going down with the ship, right? All
Yeah,
together.
still the community.
They kept knocking my people out. I had to keep bringing them back up into the box. I'm like, what the hell? That was crazy. Go learn an instrument or read a book. Yeah. It's because life is so damn short. I mean, is this what you want to do with your life? Is stay on internet for 12 hours a day?
For real, if you look at, well, I'm kind of aging
Brain.
myself here a little bit, but I've lived through the time before or right at the beginning of video games. So at that time, they were just there to occupy a little bit of your kid's time, maybe on a weekend or for an hour after they do their chores or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Like after school,
Um,
you play some video game. Yeah.
yeah, and there was a few kids that would kind of overdid it or whatever, and had to have every single game for every system all the way up through. But for the most part, they were never like a full time part of kids' lives. But when they became portable and the quality went up, and then the phones got smaller and we're able to do so many more things, there's no getting away from it.
Hmm.
So they've literally grown up with that device in their face.
Yeah. Somebody just said TikTok is back up. Is it really? Is it back up right now?
It's up so you can see your videos.
I don't have a device I can even look at it if it's up or not. Let us know. Let us know in the chat. I'm on the computer all day for work, so when I get off, I'll cook, clean, chill. Yeah, at least you're breaking it up, right? Breaking up your time.
Exactly. When did the entertainment become the
Right,
primary
Madison?
thing in your life?
Yep. There,
Entertainment is for when the work's done.
Madison's got a good thing right there. Go volunteer your services somewhere and help others instead of staying on phones all the time. Perfect.
Exactly. In the long term, what are you gaining from having that in your face? Outside of getting out of your parents' hair or something as a kid.
Okay, so they're saying TikTok is back up now.
Maybe it's not
And
fully functional.
is it fully functional? Exactly. Are people do I even have followers anymore?
Hmm.
And you know what? I don't really care that it's up.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I don't give a shit that it's up. I don't want to run over there and do a live and give them more money right now. It's like I have no interest.
SP Countess makes a good point. The pandemic had a big effect on TikTok and in apps in particular. People all of a sudden were told they couldn't socialize, they couldn't be around other people.
Right.
Um, so, I mean, when I was a kid, get your ass outside, come back before the sun is down, and don't get in trouble. You know,
Mm-hmm.
now you can't push the kid outside. And during a pandemic, they had perfect reason to stay inside. Everybody's sick. You can't be around other people. I might as well stay inside and play video games or be on my phone. Plus, how they communicate with their friends. being isolated.
So they're saying that it's back up where you could go into your inbox, but you can't see lives or anything right now. I mean, why would they even open it up if it's not fully functional? And Happier said it's not working for her. Stephanie's not working. Do you guys have it under Canada? Because everybody's doing that little trick where they put yourself under Canada instead. If you switched it to Canada, it might work. You can't open it, but you can open it, but it's not functioning properly. There you go.
Yeah, it's probably not being updated by the servers over on the other side of the pond.
Actually, didn't they say that was going to happen? That they said that it was going to go dark, but then it was going to come back, but it would stay on your phone, but it would be glitchy because they can't do updates. So until you hear an executive order stating that it is all back and fully functional, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to be workable. This is my opinion. This is what I heard all through the past 6 months.
It's like a shell of the app.
I wasn't on it much anyway. I'm on YouTube. Me too. Me too. I switched to YouTube, what, guys, 3-4 months ago? You noticed I was not putting any more videos up on TikTok because scammers were stealing my damn videos, or guess what? Creators were stealing all my ideas. So anytime I put a video up, I'm looking at another creator's page and I'm like, that's my friggin' video. You know what? There's even a creator that actually took my footage. Actually took pieces of my footage and put it together like she created that video. I just saw it the other day. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's my footage. Yeah. So it's like it's not protected over there. So I said, I'm not putting any more content there. Bullshit. No more. I work too hard on my videos to, going to these places, spending money to go to these places for somebody else to just steal them and do what they want with them and take credit. No. Nope, nope, nope. So I took everything off. Almost everything off. Not working for me. It says on mine, no internet connection. Same thing. Yeah, see, it's going to be glitchy, guys. I wouldn't bother. Wouldn't even bother looking at it until we hear something for sure. Mine is not Canada. No lives. Yeah. If you had Canada, though, you'd probably see more, is the thing.
Mm.
And then as soon as it is, Deborah, nothing's changed. Nothing actually changed, though.
SP Countess, you're right. You can trademark your stuff. The problem is the trademark courts are here in the United States, and you would have to get them to try to press their will on the Chinese owners and operators to make any difference. Even if the other creator that was doing that to you was here in the States, it still has to go through the other side across the pond. So I don't know as though trademarking is going to protect much.
Mm-hmm. Your daughter is scrolling through what? TikTok? And can talk about other creators. What do you mean, Deborah? Can talk about other creators? We don't want to talk about other creators. We don't want to say people's names. It's like I'm so done with that. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of getting bullied. Enough is enough. Well, they acted. They you know what? Whatever. They tried to bully me. Let's put it that way. They didn't actually get away with it.
Let's address that while we're on it. I think that the app also is being manipulated in such a way so that it makes the creators be more likely to be competitive and pushy to each other.
Yes, because drama sells.
Exactly.
Drama always sells.
So you get two warring channels and they'll boost your numbers for it.
Yep.
It's not that you're creating watchers, it's that they're giving you more access to people because that's what's going to make them money.
Mm-hmm. You have to live outside your phone. You're right. You are right. Well, TikTok is full of bullies. They are full of bullies, especially if you end up in a community they call a community. Obviously, the only community I can say is paranormal community, right? Because that's kind of where my genre not leaning towards. I don't even know how to explain it because I am nothing like those people. Okay, I don't do any of the shit that they do except for maybe use some same spirit boxes. That's it. Okay, that's where it ends. But they're not a community. They're pitted against each other. They've talked about each other. Act, oh, that's my best friend when they're talking to them, and then behind their backs, I have messages. Trust me, I have messages like you wouldn't believe of these people talking about each other.
I got receipts.
Yeah, I got receipts. If you want to call it receipts, I got the receipts. You know, just in case I needed to use it later on, because I was like, I better save all this stuff. So the communities are bullying each other within their own communities. It's sad, and TikTok is the worst. It is the worst that I've seen for it. I'd be on lives. I never accepted ads from anyone on a live. Ads? What do you mean? And I never did those live matches. Not my live matches are battles, yeah. I've been asked to collaborate a few times, and I was like, no, I don't want to be associated with you. That would just give me a bad name. There's no way in hell. And I literally told them that.
Well, and it was clear the people that were trying to collaborate either tended to be pushy themselves and tried to manipulate people through what they were calling help, or others who were trying to collaborate because they saw that there was followers and they were chasing the followers, not necessarily the channel.
Yep. They use each other. That's collaborating. It's using each other.
That's not true collaboration. It's just using each other and manipulating each other for profit.
Yep. Wait, what? Added invites. I didn't want anyone on my live I don't know. Yes, that's really important too, because I've seen so many, and this is mainly older women, unfortunately, I've seen that happen to, where they're like, oh, I get to go live and I want to, start a live. And they start a live and then they accept people up into the box and they destroyed them. Either they made fun of them or they said things to get them banned over there. They were mean. I mean, these people were mean. And I always told people, don't have anybody come up in that box unless you know them. I mean, look at the battles. They do that on purpose. They yell at each other, call each other names and stuff like that because it's drama and drama sells. But you're going into a battle, so you know that you're going to get insulted, by those people. These other people did not do that. It wasn't a battle. They were just trying to make friends. And guess what? They didn't. They were humiliated and everything. Evan, you're so awesome, girl. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. MVP today, Evan. Thank you. So yeah, you got to be super careful if you guys are gonna do any kind of thing like that. Please make sure you know who the person is, okay, before you bring them up. I know I've had an experience myself on Instagram. We remember, yeah, with the woman's husband and stuff. It was bad.
That was very bad.
Yeah. I like it here too. I'm good here. Just got a news alert that it's being restored thanks to Trump. Woohoo! His first thing as president, he brings TikTok back. Wow. What an accomplishment, Trump. Thank you so much. Oh, God, please. Why don't we fix the real problems in the world first? How about that? Can we try? Could we? Maybe. We knew. I already called it. I already told you Trump was going to do that. But it's a stay until they sell it. Trump's got to make money off of it, guys. So he's going to push them to sell it. Or it's going to go dark again in 3 months. Okay, what was that? Just agreeing with other creators stealing ideas and your stuff. So I said, oh, yes, talk about other creators in a sarcastic way. I'm not going to talk about who the creators are, Deborah. That's all you have to do is go look on their channels and you will notice a clear comparison between me and them. And I always have my videos up first so you could actually see the timestamp and know that I put it up first. How about people that literally never cleaned a stone in their lives and all of a sudden they're cleaning stones after they see me cleaning stones? What's that about? What's
Uh-huh.
that about? Yeah, I was cleaning stones on video. I've been doing it for over a decade, but okay, because they see, oh well, wait, she's getting like a sympathy thing or whatever. I wasn't though. I wasn't, but they thought it was a good direction to go into to make them, seem a little softer.
Well,
Come
that one
on.
time you changed the coloring of the letters on your videos, and like a week later, two other channels were doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, I know. I get watched a lot. I'm telling you, I get copied a lot and watched a lot. I mean, that's supposed to be flattering. To me, it's not. I hate it. I think it's disgusting. I think these people need to really, get some talent and or creativity and figure it out. Don't steal from other people. How are you proud of yourself doing that? I don't get it. Everything's going on in the country world, and yeah, everything's going on in the country and the world, and all Trump worries about is TikTok because Madison, it's the biggest moneymaker right now. That's why he's worried about it. That's why that's his first order of business as a president. That's why. Oh, thank you so much, SP. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm a trendsetter, yeah, right, Tam? I mean, seriously, I don't feel like it, but I guess I am. I guess I am. Shit. Don't copy people. No, Christy. I know, right? I said that too. Hopefully they're using D2. Guess what? They're not because they're cheap asses and they're not going to use D2 because they want to pocket the money and not put it into the stones like they should. That's why.
And I'm sure they're never going to show you any kind of follow up showing that it actually looks like new afterwards.
No.
They're just going to pour a bucket of water over it and say, look, see, it's all clean.
You're on the screen, Countess. I got you on the screen. Check it out. I love it. Thank you. TikTok is working again. Yeah, who cares, Darren? Who cares? That's what we're talking about. Who cares? I'm hoping I get paid for the little bit I had left in the account, but if I don't, I tried to zero out everything because I figured they'd steal it. Shirley back to reading and laundry. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thanks for coming in, Countess. We're still going to be on YouTube, guys, and we're doing me and Carolina 7 o'clock. We're still doing a live, okay?
Yeah, this was just kind of an impromptu, hey, this is something interesting, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Just wanted to get everybody's opinions on it and see how they are. I actually don't think he's going to make it stay. He might not. It's not up to him to make it stay.
Well, I think there's more than one thing going on here behind the scenes and all that. I think there's definitely some kind of huge money making opportunity here, and whether it's regardless of which side it's on as far as the governmental structure is concerned,
Tam,
somebody's
sorry,
pockets are
honey.
for sure getting lined up.
Thank you so much, Tam, for the super
Oh
chat. I
my
appreciate
god,
it,
thank
girl.
you.
You have a beautiful day too. I love it. Thank you.
Oh,
Super supporter. She's awesome. Okay, sorry, honey. I had to cut you off. I want to make sure I said it in case she was leaving.
oh, absolutely, no problem. But
I actually think who
yeah,
cares too. Yeah.
so if it's saved, it's because there's some financial benefit somewhere, or it's a political move or whatever. But I also don't like the fact that the previous administration set it up to occur the day before the new president comes in.
Wasn't that weird?
That's kind of strange too.
Yeah.
So
Interesting timing.
I have a brain that kind of looks between the lines instead of at the lines. I don't see the lines so much, and there's a lot of things moving around. So it may come back, but it won't be the same. But somebody's pockets are getting lined, and then it's going to be some kind of thing that comes out that makes it all hunky dory, makes everybody happy.
So I want to go back to Kim saying that she thinks there's a lot of people on here who rely on the money, people who are taking care of disabled family members or whatever it be. So I think those are the people who are hurting right now. Kim, that those aren't the only people that are hurting right now. It's every creator that is on there is hurting, okay, when it comes to money wise. Even if you're just doing it as a hobby and you make $10 a week, it's something. You know what I mean? You're making something for not doing a lot of work, obviously. On YouTube, you work harder. You do. You just work harder. You have to make that money. But TikTok is simple. Anybody could create an account and make money. I see so many people that are manipulating the shit out of so many people on TikTok. It's so easy to do. It really is. I don't know where these people get their money and just want to blow it on these manipulators, but they are, and there is a market for it, I guess. And Trump knows it. He knows it is, and he's going to definitely try to save it to make sure that the US gets the money or his pockets. I don't know. You don't know with these people. So yeah, there's billionaires wanting to buy it and stuff like that. Obviously, it's a good investment because, look at it. Look at
I'm
it. They don't
sure
pay their
there's
creators. They pay their creators what? 40% of the gift?
I'm sure
So of
there's money
course.
flying in all directions, regardless of how the deal goes.
Christy, thank you so much for the super
Oh my
chat.
God, thank you.
Ah, thank you so much, Christy. Look at that. I hope
Murfreesboro,
you have an awesome day, girl.
Tennessee.
This is awesome. Thank you,
Wow.
thank you. I'm putting you on the screen. Um, I thought I too thought it was strange. This all happened right before Trump gets sworn in. Yep.
Hmm.
Then
Yeah. So just look at that angle for one. If you were the other side of the house and you wanted to keep it, you would make the decision permanent before you left office so that the next administration would have to fight to go the other way, right?
mm-hmm.
If you didn't want to make the decision at all, maybe you'd put it on the day before. Or if they really thought they were going to get back in, they were going to make some other move, I guess, is possible. I don't know. There's too many spaces between the lines on this one.
mm-hmm. Yep. What TikTok went dark last night and it works today. Cole, you don't even know she's out of it. Cole. Yes, Cole. It went dark and now boom, it's back because of Trump. But Trump's not even in today, is he? Isn't it tomorrow he's supposed to be sworn in?
Yeah, the 20th.
So how the hell did he do an executive order today? If he's not even in yet. They're allowed to do that a day before?
I don't know.
It's weird too, I agree. If I can't give you swans, aw, you're so sweet. You know it goes to a great cause. You see. That's why I have to show you guys. I want to make sure. I know you trust me when it comes to that, but I don't care. I still have to show you. I have to show you everything we do every day over there. There. The 5 places we're doing. I know I say we have so many places. Oh God. Wait till spring, honey. We're gonna be working our asses off hard, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try. I hope I feel good enough to do it. And we
So
gotta
as the
feed
weather's coming up.
Giuseppe and the furry guys, the furry friends. Now, people are sending me peanuts. We're gonna have peanuts everywhere.
Gonna have to make more friends in the forest there.
Oh, it's easy. They love me over there. I know. I'm forming a connection with wildlife. I never thought I'd say that.
No.
Ever.
Titmice and chipmunks, oh my.
Mm-hmm. I look forward to it. I miss it a lot.
I just
I
love
do.
being outside in the nature and stuff.
Yeah, like today, we can't get out there. It's literally in the teens, with the what the feels like weather. It's horrible. So we're not going to be going out there. Let me see who else we got here. I am too, Sandy. I'm glad I did start it a couple of months ago, the YouTube thing, because now we're established. We're here. This is I feel like this is more of our home than TikTok is. I really do. Because I'm treated like shit over there. If I was treated better, I would advocate for it more. But I was treated like garbage for the past 6 months on there. So yeah, I'm not too happy with those people.
I like this idea. That's a great theory.
What?
Darren says maybe he turned it back on because he's getting free Chinese buffets for life.
That's a good one, Darren. Maybe. Drama sells 100%. Yes, it does. Get massages before spring. Did you hear that, honey? Madison said for you to give me massages.
Are you sure she wasn't saying that you should give me a massage?
No, I think she meant me.
Hmm.
we, need, we need that emote over here with the wildlife, Nikki. Which one, Kelsey? We need 20 more members, 20 new members to get another emote, guys. So if you want to subscribe here, go right ahead. It would be awesome. You become part of the Dead family for a month at least, and you get all these emotes and you get member only videos on Wednesdays. We're doing some member only lives coming up very soon where I'm going to show you cemeteries that nobody can see but our members. Okay. So, it's good and it helps us. It helps our cemeteries.
Sometimes we find places that are really cool, but it's just not the kind of place where we can do a live from or whatever. Maybe there's just a small area that's very old and it's beautiful, and we get footage and stuff, but we never show it.
Hmm.
So stuff like that is stuff you might be able to see, or for members only, or maybe some future travel videos. Some behind the scenes stuff, maybe some bloopers here and there.
Oh yeah, I'm working on a video with bloopers right now. I have so much footage. It's tough. I don't have no time. Both of you need massages. You're right. No, gift card's got to be for Chipotle. Dunkin' and Chipotle. That keeps us going, to keep going in those cemeteries.
Running on Duncan.
Yeah, running on Dunkin', exactly.
Running on Duncan at 8 o'clock.
It's going to snow here. Oh, it's snowing everywhere, guys. It's nonstop. It's a
I just saw
crazy month.
somebody's in the negatives. Oh, Northwest Iowa. Cheryl.
I wonder how many
-3.
creators would want to keep TikTok unless they want money. Wait, what? You mean if they didn't make money, how many the creators would keep it? They wouldn't.
No.
Evan, thank you so much for the
Oh,
super
no
chat
problem.
again, girl. What are you doing? So much love today. Thank you so much. They wouldn't. I put a challenge out there. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was a couple years ago when I put that challenge out because they were saying that I was looking for money. I'm like, I'm not looking for money. I will go 1 week with my gifts off and I will challenge any creator to do this with me, and not one would do it. One actually wrote me and said, "Are you crazy? I'm only here for the money. I don't care about my community." He goes, "They think I care about them, but do I? No." And I'm like, whoa. So right there proved it. I was like, nobody's gonna do this unless they have their gift thing set for on. I was willing to do it. I said, I'll do it.
How
I've done
about
it many times for you guys. I didn't have any gift goals up. I went outside. I walked 2 hours. I didn't nothing. I made nothing.
there's another
So
one that refused to follow other people. Wouldn't follow his own followers. He wouldn't follow subscribers, anything like that.
nothing. Yeah, a lot of creators are like that. They're like, I don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the inbox being full or anything. They just no, they throw it to their mods. I don't do that. I answer every person that writes me. Even a troll, I will answer because that's respect. You know what I'm saying? That's
Exactly.
respect.
Even if you don't agree with somebody, you don't like what they have to say, whatever, just have the respect to listen, then form your own opinion. And you want to voice it at that time, fine, but at least listen.
No, they don't have time to listen because it's not about that. It's about the money. You don't get it. It's what it's about. Not caring about people. A lot of them were on there the week having a confession session. Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear any of that. Again, I don't watch other people. Most of the people I have problems with are blocked. so so I don't ever see them come on my For You page. And the only time I know that I'm being talked about or something is by you guys. You guys are like, oh, I ran into the live and they're talking about you. It's like, oh, wonderful, thank you. That's about it. I don't see it. I don't see it unless it's screen recorded and sent to me.
Mm.
But yeah, okay. What kind of confession ones? February? What was going on? I talk in the chat because I have no idea. It's 3 degrees in Iowa right now. Burr, burr. Stay warm. Yeah, what's a confession session? The only thing I heard was there was a guy that is in the paranormal community, okay? And he was saying, "I don't give a shit. This is the last night before we're leaving, so I'm going to say how I really feel." And I was like, and
Oh,
he did. Well, he didn't say everything, but he said quite a bit, and I was like, "You're an idiot," because literally tomorrow or the next day, this is going to be back on and you're going to lose some followers saying this, or creators are going to come after you. You know what I mean? Why didn't you just say it all along in the past 4, 5, 10 years, whatever, how long he was on there? Why didn't you just say it all along and be honest?
Because they felt safe. You can't come back at me on the app if the app isn't there.
Right? But see how duh people aren't thinking ahead? Kelsey, thank you so much for the super chat, girl.
Let's see.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
It wouldn't let you leave a message. Why? Aw. Love you back, girl. Is it snowing in Tennessee? She's taking pictures of the snow. Yeah, you know, people burning their bridges before this happened. It's like, I mean, I wouldn't care. I've been talking about people my whole, time on here, not people. My beliefs. You know what I mean? I just say whatever I feel when it comes to that.
Yep, there's no filter.
Yeah, right, Tam? She was sleeping. She was sleep clicking. She's like, I sent that by accident. I'm like, oh, it's all right. How many times have I done that? I reply to everybody. Even the people that I can't stand, obviously, that I have blocked, I will reply to. I will reply to them because I give everybody a chance.
Yeah, that's true. Every once in a while, she would go through to see blocked messages, and if it was somebody she recognized or has had a problem with, she would read through it and see if they actually had anything to say.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
37 happier. Geez, that's a hell of a lot warmer than it is almost anywhere else.
She's in freaking Texas. She gets the great weather. Sheila!
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 Thank you so much.
Giving out 5 memberships.
Welcome,
Thank you so
JoJo,
much, Sheila.
Mom, and Caroline, and Kendra, and Kathy.
There you go. I was going to say it all. You said it. Awesome. That's so
Welcome,
cool.
welcome.
Thank you, girl. So helpful. You don't even understand. Let me put you on the screen. Yay! Welcome.
Welcome in. Hey, Monty.
Oh, he showed up? Monty
Yeah.
showed up? Holy cow. The wrestling over?
Wrestling.
The
Gotta
wrestling's over. Monty showed up. Guys, we love each other so much in this community, seriously. And I'm telling you, people say, our community's the best. Guess what? No, my community's the best. I'm sorry. It's true. It is true.
Truly created something special here.
Wait a minute. I put JoJo on the screen. Sorry. I was supposed to put her thing on. Why did it do that? JoJo was like, wow, I'm on the screen. I was supposed to put that. There we go.
There we go.
I'm not good at this yet. I'm learning.
I think you're doing awesome.
Sue said she slid into. Excuse me, Sue? What are you sliding into, girl?
I think you're in the wrong app, Sue.
Wrong app, Sue. Put your glasses on. Oh, God, honey. You're stupid. Sue's got to be laughing her ass off right now. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm taking sips of water. Sorry, guys, if you're hearing me gulp. So any other, things you want to talk about in the chat, talk to us about this TikTok ban and what do you think, and, anything else, let us know. I ain't been watching wrestling. I've been investigating cemeteries. Oh, cool. Did you go back to that one, Monty?
What's that accent?
I have no idea. They say it's Kentucky / Texas / I have no idea. I do it well, though. Whatever it is, I think I created a cool little thing there.
Okay.
I think he's looking at the one near his house, which I really want to get footage of.
Mm.
I'm afraid to push any buttons here. What do you mean? On YouTube, February? You can push any buttons you want, girl. I was late, too. I took a nap. Good. Everybody should take naps. It's good for you.
Sunday's a great day for naps.
True. Yeah, drop some emotes, guys. It helps with the algorithm and stuff. And drop any emote you have in your arsenal there. I like dropping Giuseppe. It is, Crystal.
Who doesn't love Giuseppe?
I know, right? We were just talking about that, but it's glitching. There's issues right now, so I don't know if it's fully back. Just look on the top of the screen. Are people getting universes? Then you'll know.
40, Ashley? Dang. I
It's
wish.
Connecticut.
We
She's near
love
the
seeing
city, babe.
100
That's
per
why.
month.
I love watching wrestling. Been a WWE fan since 2000. I haven't watched wrestling in years. Years. I'm thinking of deleting TikTok now. Well, that's up to you, Darren. I mean, really, whatever you're into there, I might not be back there. I don't know.
It's just not. It's it's not what it proclaims itself to be for sure when it's talking about this, like the First Amendment here. They're not about free speech for the American people who are using their app. They're about making money for themselves. I think their argument for the Supreme Court is crap.
Oh, it is.
But that isn't all the information because we will never have all the information.
Because where's the free speech when I can't even defend myself with a troll? The troll in the live saying the most nastiest things, saying for me to unalive myself in my own chat, doesn't get in trouble. But when I sit there and defend myself, I get my channel taken down for 7 days or a month. What?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, that amazed me. I'm like, this person just told me to unalive myself. I'm not supposed to say anything to this person and just let that go? Well, that's not the way we work. In New York and Italians, we don't work like that. His supporters are already calling it Trump talk. That's funny.
Oh, God, that's fine.
It should be called Trump talk. Oh, my God. That's perfect. That's perfect. Look at that. Wow.
Or must.
Wait, honey, that's going to be his main thing that he did in the past 4 years is save TikTok. Woohoo. That's going to be his major accomplishment for 4 years. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, another way to play at it is, what if they put this front and center for the new administration to continue to make it be of importance, to make it be a major public thing so that other things aren't being noticed.
Okay, yeah, it's possible.
I don't know.
Oh, Madison. I've been told to unalive myself by many people. It's by many people. That wasn't just one person, trust me. They go right to that usually as the main thing to do to creators. He has Truth Social, not why not TikToks? What's Truth Social? What does that mean?
It's Trump's social network.
Oh, he has that? I don't even know what that is. Really?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? It's an app or something you download?
It's an app, but I don't really know much about it. I've never actually even seen it. Just know it exists.
No kidding. Barty, have you been on it? What's it all about? Put it in the chat. Never heard of it. He's gonna own the world. He's got Elon behind him too, so he's got all the big billionaires behind him. Just like he did back in the day, he had all the mafia people with him, so guy knows what he's doing.
Well, we can go all the way back to the Kennedys there for that too.
True. Yeah.
That's what I say. There's so many revolving doors and moving parts and things going on behind the scenes and between the lines that nobody will ever truly know.
No. We have to protect ourselves, because nobody's going to protect us. We have to try to do it. And that's why with like my scammers there, I went after them hard because I said to my husband, how many times did I say it to you? I'm like, oh my God, why is TikTok not supporting me? Why are they not helping me? I feel like I'm all alone here. I mean, I never had a manager, guys, and I've never had an agency in the whole 2 years. Okay. So nobody was ever there for me. I was only there for myself. Even creators, nobody helped me. I never asked for help. from any of these people. So I've always done it on my own. But when I was sitting there saying I am an employee of TikTok, why are they not helping me in any way at all? And I said, okay, I got to do it on my own, obviously. So I'm sitting there writing to the FBI, and I'm writing to the scammer, pretending like I want a reading, and we did fake I can't say fake something or other. Let's put it that. But payments, we did fake payments. Okay, all this stuff, and me and the Dead family brought down the scammers. Nobody else. Nobody from TikTok. Maybe FBI helped a little bit because the guy from Compton, that's the
Mhm.
major scammer, him. But it was
What an
me and the Dead
idiot!
family.
You guys got him to take a picture of himself.
Yeah, he took the scammer took a picture of him, not of himself. He took a picture of the gift cards he was asking for, Amazon ones, and we got his reflection in the
Coffee.
glass table, and we could see his face clear as day. And I sent him a picture of himself, and it freaked him out so much that guess what? New York, Nikki 156, all of them all of a sudden disappeared. And I went,
Mhm.
oh,
And then they
okay.
started changing all their names to other people that they were following. But
Yes.
so back to the point about TikTok calling it free speech, right?
Hmm.
What what you just described to me is you worked as a contractor for TikTok, essentially,
Hmm.
by providing content creation, right?
Yep. Yep.
Now, free speech would dictate you get to say whatever you want within reason for whatever platform you're on, right? Do
Hmm.
whatever you want, blah blah blah. YouTube would be the same way, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Now, freedom of speech would be put what you want in the way that's acceptable. We don't have to agree with you, but you get your voice, right?
Hmm.
TikTok is not set up like that at all. They
Yep.
are set up, do what you want to get in. We'll promote you as long as you're keeping us happy and feeding us. And then if you don't, we will take away from you.
Yep.
And by the way, if you even try to cross promote or do anything even accidentally, we can permanently take your stuff down because you said a word or mentioned the name of another app or something
Yep.
like that. Is that free speech?
According to them, it is. I guess in China, that's called free speech.
Can we share the story for anybody that might not know about the very first live where you got your first strike?
I mean, yeah, I'll share the story. I don't know if I can say even on YouTube. I'm not sure if I can say what it is,
Use
but
initials or whatever.
okay, so I was doing my first live. Most of you guys know this, but I was doing my first live in the cemetery, walking the cemetery. And this was not with any ghost boxes, nothing like that. Just literally walking, showing stones and stuff. And I was walking up this hill. It was a steep hill, okay? And you know, guys, I have asthma and stuff. So I was really heavy breathing, like really. And I made a joke. And I said at the end of the live, it was right at the end of the live. I said, "Oh guys," I said, "you must think you stumbled into an OF live. That is not, what we're in." Bam, I was taken off immediately. And it said because of sexual thing and
Cross
something
promotion.
else. Yeah, cross promotion. And I went, what? It was a joke. It was literally a joke. I wasn't advertising for it. I wasn't talking about it. It was just a joke. And yeah, they took me down. That was my first live ever on TikTok.
I'd like to say hello to Brittany. How's it going?
Hey,
Welcome in.
John.
Brittany, I agree. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. However, freedom of speech, um, so true freedom of speech, I guess, would be close to anarchy, wouldn't it? Because there'd be no rules whatsoever about anything you said, promoted, spoke, wrote,
Right.
filmed, whatever, right? So that would be more like anarchy would be total quote unquote freedom.
Yeah.
The problem with that is the bad people take what they want, when they want, how they want, and don't care how you feel or what they do to you in the process in anarchy. That's not freedom either. It's freedom for the people who want to step on everybody else and do what they feel they should be able to do because of whatever right they believe they have. That is not freedom of speech for anybody outside of the people who want to take things. Okay. So now consequences. Yes, like if you say something that is outside of what the rules are for whatever platform you're on, and there's a consequence for it, I understand. Like, okay, even cross promoting, I understand that. Cross promoting you get in trouble for because they don't want you to promote another place that's going to make the money that they want to get from you and your followers. Okay.
Mhm.
So I get that. But they also will kick you for saying things that they don't want you to say, or that's not acceptable in their culture, or that's not acceptable by their leadership structure. And when they tell you you have freedom, but then tell you exactly what your freedom is,
Yeah,
and then they
exactly.
kill you or take from you, or the consequence is that they end up benefiting and you don't, and somehow you end up lower for that what you did, instead of just saying what you said we don't agree with. Like, they will take you down, they may kill you for what you said. That is
Mhm.
certainly not freedom of speech.
Unalive. Watch what you say.
Okay, they will unalive you. That I mean, that is not freedom of speech either.
No.
And
Mm-mm.
and so there has to be consequences at some level, because otherwise it would be chaos and
It'd be
anarchy.
anarchy. Yeah. Let me just read this real quick. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. Country said there is another creator in the paranormal world says that they have the best community, but in my opinion, there's nothing but high school drama. I know you are not paranormal. No, I am not, but have the best community. I do have the best community. I really feel that way because you can literally see that we will do things for no money. This is the whole thing when we talk about what I talk about my community. I have done Discord lives, Instagram lives, there's no money involved. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking time because I want to spend it with my community. I love you guys. I have a personal relationship with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And these other people say this kind of thing because they're trying to make it like it is, but would they have you come first? No. If you're not paying them, you're going to hear a lie from those people sooner or later saying, well, I'm just not getting the support that I used to get, and I really need to get that money, because I'm not doing this for free. I'm trying to live here. You're trying, you have to pay my bills. That's different. That's not community. Okay, that's not, what would you call that, honey? Seriously, there's a name for this that I'm saying, but I can't think of the name. Is
Where you feel like you have to.
Yeah, that you have to. If you don't give to these people, you believe me, you're talked about behind your back. Let me tell you right now, you are definitely talked about. So you could be, oh, this person's the biggest supporter or whatever, but then behind your back, they're like, a piece of crap person that I'm just using, and they think I like them, but I really don't. I've heard it. Trust me, I've heard it.
Two-faced.
Two-faced. Yeah, it's like two-faced, a hypocrite. There's so many words. A shyster. Yeah. Those words, I mean, they're all relevant in TikTok world for sure.
Yeah.
Mom, it was Sheila. Sheila gave you the membership. Yay! We're so glad you're here. Check out the videos, okay? We got member only videos. Make sure you check it out after live.
Welcome,
Uh,
welcome.
It's conditional for them. Exactly, Brittany. That's the word. It is conditional. With us, it's unconditional. We don't care if you give us money, if you double tap. We want you to do all that. We want you to support us, but it's not a condition where you're not part of the dead family if you don't. This is different. This is what community is. People need to look up the name, the word community and see what it actually means. You shouldn't just throw words around like that. Um,
And
okay.
the funniest thing is, in
Mhm.
my opinion, you were one of the very few channels on TikTok that actually had a true community. And you, your channel was frequently spoken of as if it were a, a group of mean people or something, like a cult.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, if you look up the definition of cult, it would be people following a person or a group for a shared belief system of some sort. Um, you know, if you're advertising that you're speaking to demons and that you're condemning souls of trolls, and if you're doing all of these things, how is it? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Follow the thoughts through, people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's not.
Somebody was blasting
That's more
Trump.
like a cult. You have to do what I want you to make me happy because I'm telling you we share a belief. That's more like a cult.
That's more like a cult. Always said, I don't care what you believe, right? I've always said that. I'm like, go ahead and put it in the chat, and say what you believe. I just don't want you to push it onto other people, your beliefs. I don't like that. Everybody has a right to their own beliefs.
Thousand
But
percent.
I don't care if you're religious, if you're atheist, I don't care. I'm not here for that. And I'm honest with you guys from day one. I am about number one, spirits and cemeteries are first. They always have been. That's where I have to put them at the top. Okay? So I don't care about the money. I just want to go and help. I want to have I don't know how to explain it. I want to just help people that can help themselves. Help spirits that can't help themselves. The one guy said, "Keep your subscription going." I don't know I don't know. Okay.
Well, sure. How are they going to get paid your money if you don't?
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's the point.
Nikki was saying, I'm moving over to YouTube. Bring your subscription over there. You can cancel TikTok. And they're like, no,
Yeah.
no, keep subscribing. Keep giving them money for my channel.
Yeah. I told you guys to cancel. And guess what? I haven't had a subscription goal up in 6 months on my feed. Go you looked at my lives, you did not see a subscription goal, did you? For 6 months. Okay? Because I knew something was going to happen and I wanted to transfer to YouTube and I didn't want you guys to like double spend or anything like that. So I was like, cancel them, bring them over this way. I'll give you more. I'll give you more content. And I have. I think I have given you a lot more content, guys. Right now, we're talking through an app that I pay for. I pay for all of my apps and whatever I use for the channel. I've upgraded quite a bit since the 2 years I've been on and I invest in my channel. You know what I'm saying? Without asking you to do it. So
So we can bring you more stuff from more places and maybe get a little more professional at what we're presenting to you.
I just want to make it more appealing for people. You hated canceling your subscription on TikTok. I know because you guys were so long, and it's like you see that number, but guys, don't look at the number. Come over here. You're still, you know what I mean? You're still going. If you stop, then it's a little different. But don't look at the number. It's
The
awesome though,
community,
guys.
the people in the community are what make the community, and changing a platform does not change that at all.
Mm-mm. Not Dottie said she drinks the Kool-Aid. Hell yeah, it's good too, isn't it, Dottie?
Great
That
flavor.
grape Kool-Aid. I have to go backwards and read. It's a space where we can agree to disagree, but it's always kept respectful. That's true. Respect is always at the forefront of every live and video. Absolutely 100%. Thank you for saying that. That's really, really good. Melissa, thank you for the super
Well
chat,
written, Brittany.
girl.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I got to put you on
Thank
the
you,
screen.
Melissa.
Hold on. If I can figure out how to do it easily. There we go. um, I was okay with both canceled my TikTok yesterday before it got booted. Yep. I told you to cancel earlier than that. Uh, no, I know. I know. It's tough. But it's routine too. You have to think of that. Nobody likes change. I get it. But this is a good change. It's going to be a good change. You're going to see how bad TikTok's going to get, guys, but it's up to you to see it. I was
I
going to
mean,
say something else. I got distracted. Go ahead, honey.
it's probably going to stick around in one format or another. It won't be exactly the same, and it will probably more closely align with the rules and regulations of the current ones that are based out of the U.S. Um, I, you know, there's a lot of social media out there, and I don't think that the country it comes from in particular should determine whether you use it or not. However, in this particular case, when we know that there's a downside to all of this and that the potential for bad things to occur with what we're giving as far as information to an app like this is based out of a country that doesn't even get along with us and that is very, very good at playing the long game. I don't think they should have any more information about us than they already have.
Yeah.
So, I do understand that side of things.
I've been in many groups that supposedly accepted me, but wanted to use my gift. Yes, Sheila. So a lot of people, yeah, will bring you into their communities to basically use you. Either for money or if they can piggyback off of ideas or something like that, they will do that. We don't do that. Obviously, we're so upfront and blunt in this community. That's why people, like hubby said, has called us mean or the mean girls or this or that. That's not the case. We're just blunt and open and honest, okay? We don't ever mean to hurt somebody's feelings, but sometimes it can come across like that. And I've always said, if I do, please confront me about it, and I will, reevaluate what I said, and I will apologize to you in a heartbeat. I really will. But yeah, we are a no sugarcoating kind of community. That's us. But we're
It,
the most loving community and the most accepting community of any kind of abilities that you have or what you see things and it's like, oh, you saw that, let me look too. We're just different. I'm serious. I can see how different we are compared to others.
just know instead of, saying something like, oh, yeah, well, that person, bless their little heart, you're going to hear, I think they're kind of an ass.
Yeah. Exactly. We're a little more blunt with the way we say things. Yes,
That's
for
all.
sure. But
Yeah,
if you're what do I always say, if you're real sensitive, this might not be the community for you. That's all.
exactly.
And move on.
If you need
But
someone to filter everything that comes out and that you hear, and you can't decide for yourself what to internalize, then maybe it's not the right place for you.
right, right. Rude or sarcastic, exactly. So which is it? You decide. He can't
Or
do worse than
blunt and honest.
pointing out. Okay. I like blunt and honest. I've been like that my whole life, so why sugarcoat shit?
Just let stuff build up and eventually end up screaming at each other anyway.
But again, a lot of these people are fake too, don't forget. They act one way when they're live, and as soon as they end the live, they're talking about you behind your back. And they're
Mhm.
saying nasty stuff, guys. You don't even get what they're saying about their own communities. And I'm not saying names. I'm not saying names. Okay? You can clearly see it if you go and really pay attention. You can go through, start scrolling through some lives, and you can see the way people act. Okay? And those are the ones you got to watch out for.
Yeah, the other
Seriously.
game over there was the shout out game. I'm not actually going to show you anything creative or create any content, but
But
but if you show up and or give me money, I'll say your name. What the frig is that?
I'll say your name or what was the other one? There's so many in all these years that I've heard. Oh, I'll write your name on a wall. I'll
Who
get
pays for
drunk.
that?
Who was the guy that got drunk all the time? He would constantly, oh, frig, I forgot his name, but he would constantly take drinks and get so plastered. And this is on TikTok. This is a place that's supposed to be watching out for kids and stuff like that. And he would even show the bottles. And I was like, how is he not getting bananaed right now? And you know what? People would pay him so they could see him drunk as all hell. Really? You're paying for somebody to get drunk. Okay, that's a great investment. Good for
Shit, you
you.
can just go to your local ghetto and give a bum $10 to go get some wine. Same thing.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for promoting alcoholism. Thank you. Thank you everybody for your coins.
At
That's
least you're
great.
giving it to a homeless guy instead of some person begging for your money out there on the airwaves.
Yeah. I don't understand why we keep outsourcing so much business to China when we have such American. Well, hubby, you can answer that question. Why do we keep outsourcing to China? Because it's cheaper, right? They make things cheaper and faster. Isn't that
So that's a really big can of worms, but the best way to make it concise is because that country in particular is run under communism, there is no rules as far as number of work hours or
sorry?
breaks or anything like that. So they can work people, including children, day and night as they need to meet whatever demands they need to. And then they can ship huge volumes overseas on ships and in airplanes and
Hmm.
still get it to here cheaper and faster than what we can pay $40 an hour or whatever to a factory worker to produce better
Right.
quality stuff. But you might
Right.
have to wait a little longer to get it,
Right.
and or maybe it's twice as much money, but it's going to last you 3 times as long.
Right.
All right. But people want the fast, easy go to whatever's cheapest and fastest and easiest.
Yeah.
Um, and
And they provide it.
and a lot of people have you've heard the term throwaway culture. A lot of people have just come to accept you're going to buy stuff, it's not going to last, and you're going to throw it away, and
Yep.
it's going to be garbage. So you might as well buy cheap.
Hmm.
So it perpetuates it.
Yep.
If you save your money and buy the better quality stuff, maybe it don't have to be made in the USA, but that would be best, obviously, for all concerned. But
Right.
you buy something better quality and you pay for it up front, it's going to last you a hell of a lot longer. You don't have to be throwing stuff away. Or better yet, I love to go and buy old used stuff like tools or different shop items and make them new again. And there's
I
old
love doing
heavy
that.
duty stuff and you can
Yeah.
keep fixing them and fixing them and fixing them, keep them forever.
I love redoing things. We do that often. Me and Mr. Nikki, we will find stuff at estate sales and thrift shops and stuff like that. We just get a can of spray paint. I can't talk. Spray paint, and we spray paint it, or we put designs on it, or we repurpose everything. We try to do that, and I love doing that. It's original too. It's something different and original. Let me just jump to this question really quick. Why would I? It's not really a question. Why would I ever pay or send gifts to a guy that scratches off lottery cards? Now, this is funny because I want to put that on the screen. My mom loved watching that. It's an addiction, okay? For some people, they will pay people to do these things because they don't want to do it themselves because it's an addiction.
Or
Okay?
maybe,
So my mom would do that. She'd be like watching him and I don't know, it's not the right word saying getting off, but getting excited? I don't know what no,
yeah, she's getting her fix.
feeding your fix. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Like if you watch mukbangs, same thing, guys. You're watching these people consume all of this food, right? And you're like, I want to eat all that food, but I can't. So I'm going to watch this person do it. But guess what? Again, you're being manipulated because there's a lot of mukbangers there that don't swallow the food. Okay? So they will do videos and you see them chewing it. Yes, they put it in their mouth, they chew it, but then they do a cut right there and they spit out the food. Shane Dawson is one of them. He is on YouTube. He had admitted to it because he had an, ES, I have to say, I think, ED. He had one of those, okay? And he admitted that's how he used to do all his videos. And he made millions of dollars doing these videos. But you were all deceived because he wasn't actually swallowing the food. Okay? He would have been huge if he was swallowing the food. Those little Chinese girls, man, they're tiny as all hell. You think they're swallowing the food? No, they're
You
not
know,
swallowing it.
I I get that there's a lot of folks who can get something out of someone else doing something by observation. I
Hmm.
never understood uh,
Yes, Dottie. Yep.
gaining something by proxy. Because if it's not coming to you, whether it be food or buying something or gambling or whatever, then how are you truly getting anything back out of it?
I,
It
I, I don't know. I don't get nothing out of that. Watching somebody eat a massive amount of food, I don't get anything out of it. So, but I don't have that mindset and addiction either. So it's personalized to each person, I think.
yeah. I
But
mean,
they're giving them money to do it. Like she said, she's going to sit there and spend money to watch this guy do it. You're buying his lottery cards. And if he wins money, who gets the money if he
He
wins?
does.
He does. So you're buying his lottery tickets and possibly making the guy rich. What do you get out of it? Watching him on
And
a
the
screen?
chances are pretty good that he's probably figured out a way to cheat on his taxes and not even claim what he's making.
Oh, 100%. Please, please. If they actually looked at these TikTok people and really looked into it,
I'm sure there's a lot of creativity in there.
quite a bit, I'm sure. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I can't stand watching or hearing people eat. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it, but some people love it, Dottie. Love it. I mean, I've heard people that actually say that they did it in an interesting way. Like they'd listen to it, but they would be doing something else to themselves. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's how much they like it. Especially
I mean, again, that's by
where did I get
proxy. Just have somebody
yeah.
do it to you.
Okay, so Deborah's asking respectfully, where did you get your followers, not the tube? So you mean on TikTok, Deborah? How did I get my followers? I think that's what she means. How I got my followers is I did a lot of time out in the cemetery. So when I first started the first year, I would do 2 lives a day. Basically, in the morning, I would do about 2 hours, and then I would do 2 hours at night. I would do it after I ate, and I'd walk again, and I would do it every single day. I've only taken off maybe how much time, honey? Maybe 2 weeks out of 2.5
2.5
years.
years. Yeah.
I've been on online, but I invested the first year mainly. I invested a lot more time on it. I
Even
put out content every single day, and did it all myself. I did it all
even our
myself.
vacations were working vacations. Every one of them, every single day, we were doing lives.
And you can actually see there's graphs that show you. I think you're going at, did I buy my followers? I think that's what you're asking. No, I've never bought followers. I've never bought views. I've never done any of that stuff. And yes, some creators did it. I know. They told me in the beginning, they're like, oh, you can buy for, I don't even remember what it was, like $100. You could buy 500. I don't remember, 500,000. Remember I was telling you, honey, 1,000 followers or something
Yeah,
per. Yeah.
I didn't get it. It didn't make any sense to me.
Um,
Because they're not real.
they're not real followers. No. Most of these people that you see that have up to 1 million followers, they're not real people.
No,
They're they're
they're
they're
paying TikTok for bots.
they're bots. Okay. And the way you can tell is okay, which I just learned this basically is if you have a video out, you have 1 million followers, let's say, I'll do an even number, and you look at your videos and you look at the comments, and there's only like 4 comments. You have 1 million followers, right? Or you do lives and you only have 200 people in your lives. You have 1 million followers. Where are these people? Because they're bots. They are not paid to what is it called? Not associate. They're not paid to interact in any other way but to follow the person. That's all they're getting paid for. And that's how you know that they bought their followers. I know
Mhm.
a lot of people, a lot of creators that bought their followers. A lot. And you're
And
supposed to get blocked for it if you do, but they
some
won't.
also have bought channels that already existed
Yes.
and then built
So
up with them.
yes, they build certain people built up 50,000, 100,000. You can actually sell your channel to somebody already established, and you just change the name. That's it. So people did not work their asses off. Me, I had zero. I had zero. I worked my ass off for 2 years with no agency and no what you call it, manager, and that's it. I did it all by myself.
And with a strike on the first live.
And a strike on the first life, and a few after that too. Yeah. No, that's the truth. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you on that.
Exactly, Brittany. Nikki built
One
this
live at
cult
a
one
time.
live at a time.
Exactly. But
Funny.
that's why too, guys, you don't see my numbers is 178, right? And I've been on for 2 years. I should be at 1 million if I bought followers, right?
For real, right?
Yeah, I would be like way up with followers. It just doesn't make any sense to buy stuff. I came across your channel and liked how you had fun while walking through a cemetery, so I followed for a while. Then just I describe awesome, Tracy. Cool.
That's cool.
Like we say, some people you can either love me or you hate me, basically. That's kind of how it goes. I'm okay with that.
Yep. Take it
I
or leave
am.
it. It's all right.
Yep. Take it or leave it. Wow, we've been on a while, honey.
I know what happened to hour at the most, dear, and we're going to start a half hour early, by the way, which is now.
This is an interesting subject, you know. I like getting it out there. And they're coming up with some great questions in the chat. So when the flow is going, I keep going.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, guys? Any other questions, or if you have anything else you
Anything
want
you
to
want to
say?
talk about related to the subject or points you want to make or anything?
Because if not, we're going to be back at 7 o'clock, being in Carolina this time. But we're going to be doing true crime a little bit tonight instead. We could talk about TikTok too a little bit if you want, but it's going to be more true crime related. Oh, keep drinking this water.
Hydrate. It's good for you.
We don't promote hate, by the way, guys. So we have talked about deception and stuff like that on TikTok. We're not promoting hate. We're not saying stop following certain people or anything like that. This is all up to you. We are just trying to almost like give you warnings and try to open your eyes a little
Not
bit.
even that. It's observations of
Observation. That's what I'm saying. But we just put, because oh, there's so much manipulation. You just, I don't know. We feel like we want to protect everybody. Me and Mr. Nicky always been like that. We want to protect our family, and you guys are like our family, obviously. So we want to protect you, but you don't have to stop following people. You don't have to block people. That's all your choice. All your choice. You decide. Okay. And we're not the perfect people either. We're not even
oh
trying to say we're
hell no.
perfect in any way. Obviously. I just want to make sure people knew that we're not like a bashing, people channel. We're not doing that. It's just we're honest. We're honest. They're
This,
honest.
hmm, this has been our experience. That's all.
Yeah, this is all our experiences only, just put it out there. No, we don't promote hate ever. And educating, exactly. It's your choice. We educate, and I tell you my experiences.
I
And
love
my
that. I mean, that's kind of my mantra when I'm trying to show or teach somebody else something. It's I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to make up your mind for you. I'm just here to present the information that I have and that I've experienced and what my outlook is, and maybe give you some insight into something you didn't know about,
Mhm.
or you know what I mean. And even if you walk away and say, you know what, I don't agree with what he said, but it made you think about it and have your own opinion,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
right.
I made
So
you think. I made you use your brain. I
Deborah
thought
said
it was
some people last night said it's going away. Send me all your coins. We actually we were in the live when we said it because we were joking. We were joking, and we're like, yeah, this is what other creators are saying. Look, you better send them, guys. You better hurry up and send them. And Deborah saying it actually happened. So there were creators on last night begging for coins last minute from their community. What does that tell you? Not I love you guys. You mean so much to me. Or even saying I'll be on this other channel. No, send me your coins. Hurry up, guys. Hurry before it all goes away. Send me your coins.
What about
Really?
that one that we didn't even mention? That one that was telling his subscribers that they have to give away subscriptions.
Oh yeah. You mean wait, which one? What? Wait,
Like,
giveaway subscriptions? You
yes, to
mean
other people
to each
to
live?
boost the numbers. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, they were telling their moderators they had to give a certain amount of gift subscriptions during each live, and they would do like 5 or 6 lives a day. And they
Oh,
lowered their subscription prices too, by the way, so they could get more, so they can elevate their numbers.
I'm sorry. Just let me put this into perspective out loud for myself here. So this person that is
People.
creating content and
Hmm.
providing content to someone else who is paying them for that content
Hmm.
is then saying, yeah, I know you're paying me for content, but I want you to pay other people to be able to enjoy my content too. So pay me and pay other people for me.
Yes.
What are you getting out of that as a moderator or as a subscriber?
A
I
shout
don't.
out. They get a shout out, baby. I don't know of them getting anything else at
I
all
don't get
besides a
it.
shout out. Hmm?
I don't get it.
Deserting calmer. Yeah, I look at it, see, I put it, are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I've seen just so much, and I mean, no offense to other countries, but I mean, a lot of what we're talking about too is coming from the UK. It's there are, yes, US people too doing this, but the UK is a big one for manipulating and begging and stuff. So
Oh,
a
through TikTok.
false sense of community. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And like, I mean,
We know.
Nikki and I are up here on the live, obviously on the channel, but you guys are in here and involved too. We're all in a discussion. This is
Right.
community.
Right. Right.
We're not preaching to you, telling you what to know, what to like,
Hi,
what to
Parky.
enjoy, or that you have to like what you're watching on our channel or anything else like that. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Wow. That's good. Maybe we should end on that. Good. I feel bad because you need to go get the wall done. He's mudding a wall and stuff, and I pulled him away from him. I'm like, come on, get on here. And everybody probably wants to check out their TikToks to see if it's back up and running for everybody. So I get it. But this was awesome, guys. I'm so glad you came in. I'm so glad we had this conversation. If you have any questions or you want to know anything, I will talk to you in a private, okay, like on Instagram and stuff like that. Talk to me, all right? And I'm willing to talk, but I can't do it on a public platform because, there's a lot of people who have lawyers out there and want to sue and this and that. So I'll talk to you on a private thing. Talk to me on Instagram. And if you have any more questions that are, a little different. Just like I never promote that. Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure that I said everything here. It's the high that when you get a shout out. What kind of high is it, Nancy? Come on. Come on. I give you
So,
guys shout outs every day, no matter if you give me money or not. Though. That's the thing, right? I
okay.
just said Nancy. Nancy.
So
I ain't get no money.
we're not famous. If we say Nancy, does that give you something? No.
I know these people on TikTok are not famous. These aren't famous people. They're everyday people, and a lot of them are not will never be famous. Trust me, they will never be famous.
Not only
What
that,
what do you get out of it?
unless you have your own little group of people in that live, who is even going to know who you are if you get a shout out there for them to recognize that you've been shouted out?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I
You
don't.
see, Princess. Princess said, "No more metal in your eyes, Mr. Nicky."
Gosh, I hope not, Princess. That's what, 5 pieces?
5 pieces that we've taken out of his eye so far, guys. 5.
No, the doctor took one.
Oh yeah, the doctor took 1. I took 1, and you took the other 3.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you, Evan. Thanks for supporting, guys. We really do love every one of you, okay? And like I said, any questions, let us know. Talk to us, talk to each other, okay? Talk to the mods. We're all here for each other. And we want to make sure you know that and feel it, okay? So go check your
Enough,
TikToks.
Brittany, I agree. People are desperate for human connection, but the thing is,
We are
that human
here.
connection, most of the time, it's much, much better with contact or, eye contact, a touch of the hand, or somebody in your personal space talking to you. It shouldn't be first sourced at a place where those people aren't actually with you. That's the backup if you don't have access to people. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of younger people, it's their
Aw.
primary source of community online, and um,
And that's fine, but find the right
that,
community.
not
Find
even
the
that,
one
but
that actually loves and cares for you and doesn't just want your wallet. That's what we're trying to say.
if you're dedicating yourself to one online group, you're not getting a community. You need to get out there with people too,
Yeah, yeah.
and watch some stuff you don't like. Watch some stuff you don't agree with. Just learn from it.
Let me just read this real. I keep trying to go, but honey, but you keep talking. What
Sorry.
upsets me so is the Asians that their tea are baby monkeys. What's going on with that? mothers, and then they are grown, and what don't realize is that they kill off these. Oh, that's sad, Sheila. Oh my God, I don't know how to even respond to that. I don't know anything about it, but that's really sad. Not good. Yeah, Deborah, let's not talk about other creators. We're talking about a lot of different ones in this live, so we don't ever, specify who we talk about. Not like those people, because they actually do.
Mm. Oh, hey, follow me over on this other app because I'll talk about other creators.
Yeah, I don't talk about other creators, but if you go on this app, I will. I'll say their name and everything. What the hell is that, man? Is that not a hypocrite and everything else?
It's
Come
drama
on.
for the sake of drama.
Are you going to be on tonight with Carolina? Yes. So we're going to be on at 7 o'clock. Me and Carolina, we're doing a true crime, though. We're going to be talking about a true crime, a very kind of disturbing one, a case that we just saw recently, and it's kind of disturbing, guys. So I don't know if you're into it, come in. If you're uncomfortable, just leave, okay? And we'll wait for the next one. But we're going to talk about a few cases possibly tonight. They are, Nancy. They are. So try to get out today. Don't stay in front of that computer. Even if TikTok's back, guys, get out of the house. Go get some fresh air. Even a walk, just a small walk. Just get out of the house. That's it. Honey, stop talking. You're going to go. All right. I'll see you guys tonight at 7. Thanks for the super chats, everybody. And hit the thumbs up if you can on the way out. That would be great. Comment on any videos you can comment on. It's all about that connection, with the videos. Anything, guys, just an emote, put it on there. It helps. I'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock, everybody. Have a wonderful day. We love you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.